Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a quick update on the potential cyclone I think the next name will be Trevor, and it looks like for the Queensland area the Wesley Island chain could see some extreme winds as well, especially like if it gets towards the Wellesley Islands. I think they call it that anyway. When it gets to around there, we could potentially see some Category 4, maybe even Category 5 winds, and it's a long way off because like certain like models are showing different intensities and tracks. The other day it was just like bringing Trevor all the way into the west coast, and now it's bringing it down towards the eastern side, so it could still go to the west. But the more certainty now it's going to go into northeastern Queensland, then it's going to come out into this part of the ocean, yeah, then it's going to come into the Wellesley Islands, and then but like the lucky thing is I don't think there's much population towards down here, so that's like a good thing, but it could be damaging, and then if there's like any like villages down there, it could be really like badly impacted. So as we go through tomorrow evening, it's starting to develop into a pretty decent system. It could be potentially a tropical storm, and then it could, at this stage it'll be towards the mid to higher end of that scale. We could see winds probably between like 60 to 70 miles an hour, and then if I go on to the 10 meter wind speeds, as you can see, it's towards the 44 to the 48 knots, so that's just below typhoon strength. Not typhoon, cyclone strength, sorry. Then as we go into Tuesday morning, into Tuesday evening, it's getting closer to the Queensland area, and like the western Queensland is populated, so they could see some heavy rainfall, and they could see some pretty damaging winds, like potentially cyclone winds, like Category 1 on the Australian scale. And then as we go through into Wednesday evening and then into Thursday morning, it's starting to come into I can't remember the name of the ocean. It's something Gulf. But as we go into Thursday evening and then into Friday morning, it's starting to really to develop. But what you have to remember is with the GFS, it always overdoes the pressure. So don't take the 920 millibars too seriously, because it probably won't get that low. But I'm going to show you the sea surface temperatures at the moment, and that's pretty concerning. So I wouldn't even rule that out, but it probably is overdoing it, and it always does like overdo it like more or less all the time. So just don't like focus on that. But it could become a Category 4 typhoon, not typhoon, I said it again, cyclone, and then it could become even a Category 5. So we're just gonna have to watch our space. And then as we go into Friday evening, and this is when it could make landfall, and it looks like on the latest one, it's going to the west of the Wellesley Islands. So they've missed the core there of this system, but they could get some Category 1 winds. Then as we go into Saturday morning, it starts to dissipate. But if we look at the dynamics here before it makes landfall here, basically these are the wind barbs here, and basically what it looks like it's showing anyways, if I get a better reading. In the northeastern eye wall, it's showing some Category 3 winds, but like when I was doing it before, I could say Category 4 to 5. Hang on, like let's get a better dynamics of it to see what it shows. Yeah, so on the northeastern eye wall, because it's Category 3 or 4 winds, as I said, and like it doesn't correlate this, because like this is showing a Category 5 cyclone, but the winds are only like Category 3 to 4, so it doesn't really correlate with the pressure that much. As we go to the ECM model, as we go into the Wednesday time, it's going through Queensland as a Category 1 cyclone, and then as we go into Thursday and into Friday, it's doing a similar track as what the GFS is doing. It's bringing it pretty intense as well, 929 millibars, so that's probably a Category 4 if that was to come off. And like the ACM is normally better with pressure, so the ACM could be closer to what the pressure could actually be. And if we look at the HWRF, and this is a higher resolution model, and this is pretty good at forecasting the wind speeds and pressure. As we go into Tuesday night, then into Wednesday morning, it's bringing it into Queensland as a Category 1 cyclone. Then as we go into Thursday and then into Friday, it's starting to get really intense, and it's going way further west than the other run speeds bringing it in as a category 5. And the HWF is the most concerning of the models. As you can see, there's category 4 winds in northeastern Iowa. And what's the eastern one? Yes, that's on category 4. The southeastern Iowa is showing category 4. Then there's a category 5 barb as well. So we could see category 4 to 5 wins if the HWRF was to come off. The same with the northwestern Iowa. So it's looking really concerning for the Australia area. Like, well, on this one it's going towards more west, but that could track easily more eastwards. And if we look at the sea surface temperature anomaly charts, for this part of the ocean, it's sunk off. I'll have to check on it, but the sea surface temperatures are like 31 to 32 degrees, and for a cyclone to develop and to sustain the development, it has to be at around 26. So like 31 to 32 is way more than enough to support category 5. So I wouldn't even rule category 5 out at all. So if you're in the Queensland area, the Wesley Islands, and west of that, I would keep an eye on the forecast and the local authorities for the next few days, because it could still easily go more east or more west of the track, so it could easily change. And if I quickly show you the ensemble graphs over this will show you like all the ensembles, like where it's shown for tracking wise anyway. So if you look at the GPES ensembles, the majority of them are bringing it more west, but there's still plenty of them going east as well. So the mean is the black line that's taking them more west. If we look at the global models, obviously the GFS is going like west of the Wesley Islands. The NavGem is going even further west, and the GM is going even more west. But the ACM and the GFS is quite similar, so at the moment I would say it's more likely to go towards the middle, but it could easily veer west or east. And at the moment, if I was to show you an imagery of it, if it's well, I think they updated it to tropical depression, I think. But if I show you the satellite imagery, if we go to the rainbow flow charts here, as you can see, over the past 12 hours, it's really starting to get its act together. It's starting to rotate. As you can see at the start of the frame, it's starting to loop in. And I think the center is like around here, so the convection's blown right over the center of circulation, and that's it's a sign that it's starting to get its act together. And the wind shear for all of its lifespan, until it hits until it makes landfall towards the end of the coming week, the wind shear is expected to be around 5 to 10 knots. So anything below 20 knots it can develop. So if it's around 10 to 5 knots, it's basically no wind shear. And remember, for wind shear, if the wind shear is over 20, what happens is the clouds can't really build that high, and for hurricanes and typhoons and cyclones to form, that has to be low wind shear, so the clouds can build up and develop. And if the wind shear is too high, it can make it lopsided, and it can just cut off the cloud tops, and then it just won't be able to build up and form. So that's quite concerning as well. Okay guys, thank you for watching today's video. If you liked it, please like the video and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss another upload. And yeah guys, if you're in the Queensland area, the Wesley Islands and west of that, just keep on the forecast for the next few days, because it could get pretty concerning. Category 4 or Category 5 cyclone is really possible, and it's looking really concerning. So just keep an eye out, just keep an eye out for the authorities, and I'll be doing more updates in the coming days. And yeah guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video. Just watch for the forecasts in the coming days, and yeah, I hope you liked it.